We're in Costa Mesa and we're going to my studio space. It's been nice to go somewhere to do my work, you know? My name's Julian Lewis and this is Eui Joo. This is my side hustle, more of my passion project as well, but I sew, I make denim, jeans, jackets, other types of clothing bits too. When I was younger, I would just put on whatever pants, a chino, skateboard logo t-shirt, and I would have shirts that are way too long but never really pay attention to that. But since I started sewing, started recognizing maybe I can present myself in a way where I'm okay, I could go out and feel content, I guess. Yeah, I recognized fashion pretty late in my life. I think I was 25 when I started recognizing outfits and attire and not just putting on a random outfit for the day. I guess the best way I could put it is I love seeing certain skaters, it could be a John Dixon to Leo Romero or a Dustin Henry. They all have their own style. I've always wanted to have a fit that made me feel like me. So since I found sewing and more of an admiration for vintage fashion, I was okay, maybe I can lean into that and just dress myself more individualistic. Anything that's from the 20th century, just the 40s and 50s. I love outfits from that time frame. And that's what I try to, I guess, emulate with what I'm making. So anything that's wide, straight-legged, cropped, and then just denim in general. Eui Joo is the name of the brand, and that's also my Korean birth name. It's funny because I'm not the one who created that to be the name of the brand. Don Luong, the Tamiedo filmer, voiced it out early on, and I had another name. When I started noticing I was progressing and getting better at the sewing thing, I'm oh, maybe I should make it a little bit more personal and sentimental. So I took on the name Eui Joo and had Don in my ear, what did I tell you? You should have named that in the beginning. I'm I know. He's big into denim, big into vintage fashion. It definitely inspired me a bit for sure. I've made Don I think over 10 by now. Made Leo 1, Dakota 1. When I was asked first do pants for Leo and Dakota, I wasn't too confident in it, but I still wanted to try it. But now I feel confident and I know what I'm doing, so I don't feel too scared anymore to present an idea and then put it into a physical form, you know. These are Leo's jeans, Leo Romero's. I'm his personal tailor. He'll come drop off jeans after a long skate trip, and then he'll have them all ripped up like this, and I'll just patch them up just to keep them going, you know. I think for denim, it's a special thing, so I'm never gonna tell anybody yeah, give these up, you know? But I just think it shows a whole lifetime of the pant, you know? Yeah, every pair of jeans can definitely tell a story. I'm pretty sure there's one with blood on it. I didn't say anything because I'm gonna do it either way, but I'm just bro, there's blood on these jeans. I think they were these ones. You could kind of see dry splotches of blood maybe. I don't know if it speaks for everybody, but I think everybody in skateboarding is passionate to a certain degree in pants. And that's the other reason why I started sewing, because I couldn't find the right pant ever, and I'd always have a pant crisis. So that was a little motivation to be oh, I could sew, maybe I can make something that I actually like. I need to feel good to skate good. Yeah, if I want to go out and skate and I don't like the outfit that I'm wearing, then I'm gonna sack this rail. Yeah, I think that's the correlation with clothing and skating for me at least. I guess it can make me feel in the future, I'm okay, I could look back at this clip and be happy about the way I dress. There's a ton of brands that I enjoy, Sakura overalls, Henry's, Sea Blues, Giardini shirts, Burgard jeans. It's a Instagram homie in Italy. Seeing them do what they do and having the same interests and wanting to make that type of clothing. And yeah, that's the point that I'm trying to get to. Just as skating is, I think it's all the time that I buy to it and all the focus and energy, because you put countless hours into one single trick that'll just be seen on the internet as a 3-second clip. With sewing, it's almost the same thing. I'm putting all these countless hours into making a pattern, making a pair of jeans or a jacket, whatever type of clothing. But I think it's more special because you get to keep that piece of clothing for however long. It's not just like a 3-second, put it on and then like it's gone for the rest of your life, you know? For sure. I mean, it's less painful as well. I mean, it might be mentally painful sewing at some points, but I think the longevity aspect, yeah, it's just like, it's like meditative. I find a lot of like pleasure in that aspect. I like having both of these as like my passions and my hobbies because I can't rely on one thing to make me happy all the time. So I'm happy to have skating, and when I don't feel like skating and the point of getting burnt out, I lean on to sewing. I get to keep both of those hobbies at like a stable level. Yeah, get to keep them alive. Because I have to put all of my attention into both. So I think that keeps me out of trouble at the same time. I don't know, if I'm not skating, I don't want to go out to the bar and party. Like, I want to at least like utilize my time. And let's say if like I'm hurt from skating, I don't want to be home waiting just to like go crazy in my head. So it's nice to have sewing to utilize like all of my time and effort once like I can't skate. There's like a bunch of like fast fashion brands out there that are producing large quantities of clothing, and I guess personally like I don't think there's like any heart into it. Like my goal is to at least like make my clothing sustainable because I make one piece at a time, and I make sure I put like all of my energy and focus to like make it built to last, and you can have it like years on end, you know. Yeah, I would think at this point I would like to be known for both my skating and denim work. They both keep me like sane and motivated and purposeful. So yeah, I guess for the future of the brand, I want this to still be like my own project. Like I want to be the only one working on the clothing. Like maybe I can get like new machines to like make the clothing better and quicker, but I want it to be just like my own thing. Yeah, Eui Joo being my own thing is definitely like hugely important to me.